Now, they're not just lovely places to go. You're getting such amazing stories with
lovely
these, aren't
people
you?
doing lovely things, and people are sending me all sorts. It was actually Dan's mum, Anne, who originally messaged to tell me about Dan. So thank you. It was simply amazing, and the kids at the school were just lovely. And thank you for your suggestions, and you can still send those suggestions in if you want to, nwt@bbc.co.uk, if you would like to suggest a place or a person. Now then, to the weather, which, let's face it, it's cold. Though, like we said yesterday, today we'd start the day with some spells of sunshine. And Buddy, well, we saw some blue skies in Altrincham. Thanks for sending that photograph in. Jake the dog in Oldham, you can just make him out in the corner enjoying those tiny glimmers of sunshine. Sadly, not so many on offer as we head into the weekend. So if you want to join me on socials, you can send in your weather pictures. Let me know what it's like where you are. And for some of us, certainly through tomorrow, it's not going to be too pleasant. We are looking at some rain, some sleet, some snow for some, and some freezing rain as well. Not for all, and we're not quite in a warning area, but more on that in a moment. What's going on? It's Atlantic airs trying to push in. So that's bringing slightly milder air. It's bumping into the cold air we've had, and where the two doth meet, that's where it's producing some outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow, and that freezing rain as well. So patchy outbreaks as we head through this evening. A lot of us will be dry, but it's during the second half of the night we start to get some outbreaks of rain over any elevation. That will be falling as some sleet and snow and freezing rain for parts too. Not quite as cold as it was last night, though. Temperatures, give or take 3 degrees, still a fairly keen easterly breeze. Now, you can see where the warning area is. So for Pennine routes, if you are travelling over there early doors, then roads will be quite treacherous. The bulk of the rain will clear through, but for Merseyside and parts of Cheshire, we will see more rain and freezing rain arriving through tomorrow afternoon. Cold once again, a blanket of cloud, temperatures between about 4 and 6 degrees, but the breeze will be a little bit lighter. Now, as we then head into next week, we start to lose high pressure in the east. Low pressure systems start to sweep in. Atlantic air starts to arrive. Now, that means a couple of things. Temperatures will be on the rise, but with it, look at the isobars. They are becoming more tightly squeezed. So towards the end of next week, it will get a little bit milder, but it'll get wet and windy as well. And that's your forecast.
Come and join us.
Oh,
hello,
look who we're with for the last time.
I can't believe it.
It is really quite emotional, isn't it? We're going to talk to you in a moment. But first of all, we want to show you and everybody else a little video of your highs and your lows.
Plenty of lows.
Hello again. Good evening. Well, the weekend almost upon us, and one thing's for certain, you will be cold. You'll need certainly lots of layers. Cold and cloudy. It'll be wet for some and potentially for some freezing rain as we head overnight tonight. Now, we're not in a warning area, but we are going to see outbreaks of rain pushing up from the southwest. Now, some of this is likely to be falling as sleet, a bit of snow over the tops of any hills, and it could well be a bit of freezing rain in the mix as well. Still quite blustery conditions. Temperatures down to between about 2 and 3 degrees, so not as cold as it was last night, but it will be a cloudy and a damp start to the day. And again, that's that ongoing risk of some sleet, some freezing rain. It could well dry up for a time, especially further north that you are, for the likes of Cumbria, parts of Lancashire, but further outbreaks push up from the south. Still a moderate breeze from the east, a high of around 5 degrees, still feeling cool, and then a predominantly cloudy day to come on Sunday, still feeling chilly. Temperatures double figures by the end of next week. That's your forecast. Night-night.